most hated people in this entire World Cup, to a few others garnering love from not only South Africa but the world at large. But what
TLP, this nigga's going far, TLP, this guy's going far. It's TLP, Leon. True,
exactly?
One thing I realized is that Ejo Maseko has this thing, bro, of like Ejo, they claimed him. Like every time he just wants to cut in and Ashapeka left every time. And the thing is, like he doesn't want to use Lentola high, weak foot high, Joe. The player that's Joe. Like I usually ask my friends when they don't want to use the other foot. Or I'm like Lentoleo, whatever it says, like
What does this mean for South African football if one of our talents is leaving us, but many others would quite honestly be happy?
Yo, as a Chiefs fan, me, I'm happy. Yo, I'm happy. Minus one problem. Hey, minus one problem. Hey. Yo, plus Master Chef has a minus another problem. Yo. I'm looking at Tito, number 10, at Tito easy. It's at Tito Nat, Maria. Minus one problem. And on him, it really was a problem. But there was a problem. Yo. Hey. Oh, level fade too. In some of fade too. Big Papa's back on your screen, you know. You guys about to eat on top. Get us something on top. Gents. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if these ladies that watch me, but yeah. Hey, we're fade too. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a minute. So this is what we're gonna be doing for, I don't know how long I'm still gonna be. No, actually I'm leaving next week Sunday. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this for the next coming few days until we can get back to streaming as well. So now just gonna tell our pre-recorded reaction videos and all that stuff like that. You see, so yeah, I was doing these things last year on tour. So difference is that they say fella nigga stream, I feel. So yeah, I'm used to talking to myself even on stream. So this I feel to talk about a small streamer / content creator / Boluan my feet on tour. So yeah, but it really affect otherwise sky my feet. Yeah, affect because Naska I know say and I saw that I must do this because I was watching and get it lately I'm watching like body podcast, body. So since I'm used to reacting and all that, I pause and then I give my opinion and all that. Hey dog. So I'm like, why don't I just do the reactions like I used to, you know? So yeah, Joe. Second half of the year is very personal. Yeah. If you're new here, better like, subscribe, turn your post notifications, man. We're gonna be dropping hopefully almost every day. We're gonna be streaming every day, hopefully, since when I get back to rest. On Sundays, that's when I don't do anything. I don't drop, I don't stream, I don't do anything. Sundays, yeah, those are the Lord's days on tour. So yeah, I respect those days very well. So yeah, so you can get into the videos. Let me check how many videos I have first. I put a few videos on my watch later, so I don't know. Firstly, I also hope this thing sounds well. If the sound is not well, just know, gents, I don't have my mic, so I'm using my webcam as a mic. It's a webcam as a mic, so yeah. But yeah, must we start with the latest or the oldest, newest, oldest? Let's start with the newest. Why isn't it refreshing, bro? Is it because I'm not on a premium? No, refresh. I got premium. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one by Brian Junior World, the most hated and loved Bafana players. Firstly, Bafana, before we get into this video. Now if we being for real, me I underestimated them a lot, bro. I was like, I can't after the day Mexico Marovia say Kenya mfano even got a move. Mone president ama 2K mfano he's abroad now afit. Should be. And I won't lie, if I'm happy that Hugo Bruce is out now. Personally, I'm happy. So if we can get a coach that can integrate the youth, I'm telling you, Bafetu. Ona le Boshandre, ona le Mufokeng, ona le Mbogazi, ona le boy. There's also Gift Links. There's a lot of people, bro. A lot of young players, bro. I haven't even mentioned some of the South players, like the ones that are playing in South. Bo Samkelo Zwane, bo what do you call this? Mfundo, bo Mtutuzi. Bro, there's a lot of talent, bro. So if these kids, okay, not these kids, if these gens can vibe and do like babeli freedom, because you saw what the freedom that they had, boy. Maseko, boy, I was getting pissed. Every time Maseko kept on missing, boy. But at least he got his goal there. Something nice, I'm fit too. So yeah, Joe. What was the freedom you want? Oh wow, the country has been asking for Mufokeng to play. You play him and look what happens. Guys, come on, dog. So yeah, dog. Yeah. I just want to check this. Let me check this thing here. Oh yeah.
There are so many things you want to buy in the UK. Incredible products at unbelievable prices.
Bafana Bafana has pretty much made history in South Africa by reaching the knockout stages of the FIFA World Cup for the first time in South African history, competing at the first global finals since 2010.
Agents, one thing I wish Maseko had a better picture. The better picture that they used, boy. Did you see that picture that they used, gents? Yo. Of them is like, yo, I have a faith too. Because you see, look at the Shabalala picture. The Shabalala picture has aura, my faith. It has aura. I'm faith. Thank you, Baba. The iPhone says Rona, say the Rona. Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh yeah, it has aura, boy. Chapadim to faith. I understand, like, okay, the celebration, it looked but the picture that came out, bro, oh my god, bro, oh my god, this is the thing. This is gonna be in the history books, and that picture's there, boy, on Fabrizio's page, but I will. You see, this is one thing, boy, I wanted like Europeans to experience, like Guicho Bafetu. Guicho's undefeated Bafetu. I don't understand people who hate on Guicho Bafetu. Guicho, Jo. Opola nakotsela mfana ka winter ka mara toilet ko majiteng kara. Wa itse Guicho ne ntse tshara. Yo Bafetu. Dala Bafetu ka winter. Ongthol. Kapa ko di match tsa rugby. Okay, tsa rugby ka di bona. Tsa diski. Wa itse ko diski mfana ro mapa. Yo gaje tsa chaka. Jo. Mara otherwise Guicho Bafetu is undefeated Bafetu.
Where by some stroke of luck they escaped a tough group before being narrowly eliminated in the round of 32 by...
Gents, it wasn't luck though. If you think about it, it wasn't luck. There's moments of brilliance from the other players, bro. Mufokeng were doing their thing, Bafetu. It's just sad that Canada, Bafetu. Was it Canada? Yeah, Canada, Bafetu. Even that goal, nimeno shapa handball, mara Sabu, at least they're no, it's round of 32.
Their co-hosts, Canada.
Seems the end of the road for Hugo Bruce and South Africa. And it is elimination for Bafana Bafana. Canada.
Bafetu, something that I think y'all weren't talking about. Bafetu. Yo. You can't mfana uya go World Cup mfana, you gonna go represent South Africa nation and all. Bafethu, did you see Modiba's card, Bafethu? Aye, Bafethu. Aye, Bafethu. Aye. Ejo replo mirar level less at the Majita watch. Aye, Bafethu. Agiting mfana. What Bafethu, you guys have so much money, bro. Like Bafethu, at least a good haircut, Bafethu. How Bafethu? Because okay, me myself, I can see where the flops are because I was a barber myself on tour. So no, that nigga didn't feed it in nicely, bro. On tour. So hey Joe, and ya jumpy some far the flop. Ya jumpy, a flop I eat till now else I won. Mari, kiwan but basa we guy.
In uncharted waters.
But many of you will be surprised to know that this World Cup did a lot more for Bafana Bafana players than many realized, from one being one of the most hated people in this entire World Cup, to a few others garnering love from not only South Africa but the world at
TLP.
large. But what
Bafethu, TLP, Bafethu. This nigga's going far, Bafethu. TLP, Bafethu, this guy's going far. It's TLP, Leon. True,
exactly happened, and how exactly did one of our players pretty much become the most hated player in the World Cup?
Hi, Father. First of all, welcome to Mexico. I hope you're having a nice staying here. What do you think about the Mexican team?
Yeah, I mean, amazing team, highly experienced, been part of World Cups before. They've got the experience, they've got the players, and the most important thing, they got the supporters and the fans and the home ground advantage. And obviously that is always key. So we're excited. We will obviously analyze them. We'll watch the games. And I think it's going to be a good game. We're excited.
It would come with no surprise that Ronwen Williams was one of the most heavily criticized and also targeted South African players during the 2026 World Cup.
Why?
But many of you might be asking, what exactly did he do? You see, Williams entered the tournament as a respected veteran leader and also a penalty-saving specialist with a strong club record at Mamelodi Sundowns. However, little did he know that this wouldn't be enough to garner him love in the World Cup stage.
Skiba, captain, our captain, Ronza, congratulations. We're so proud of you. What do you have to say to South Africa?
No, thank you. The support and the love, the praise, we felt all the well wishes and the support. Thank you so much.
Because as the tournament began, the first
This game, you're not ready.
signs of cracks would show. You see, Bafana's opening defeat to their co-hosts Mexico exposed defensive vulnerabilities, and as you know, this is nothing good for any team on the global stage. Williams took heavy scrutiny for a soft goal conceded, but also ball distribution risks and perceived errors that he was making under pressure. Many people online would call him prone to mistakes.
If you're gonna blame Williams for what Sithole did, you can't do that, Bafethu. Listen, I want you to realize, Sithole, when he asked for the ball, bro. As a midfielder, okay, you want the ball sharp, and your goalkeeper's trusting you. You're not scanning, you're not doing anything. How are you gonna be trainer? You're not aware of your surroundings, dog. Dog, as a midfielder, your head has always to be like this. Yo, cross a yes, guy. So to do layer soju. In the dala told you. Ungas duli ushibile direction one utala ball as a midfielder. Never. Long told. Because you must always be aware of what's going on around you, Bafethu. And before you even ask for the ball, you must know at least okay. At least now, no yana like trainer. I trust myself, Guti. When I get this ball, I'm gonna do something. You didn't scan, you didn't do anything, but you're asking for the ball. You can't blame Williams for that one. He did his job as a goalkeeper because Angeri, your midfielder is asking for the ball. A midfielder is supposed to be the one that links defense and attack. So when you're giving the midfielder the ball and then he loses it, whose fault is it, dog? Whose fault is it? Come on, bro. Come on.
or even past his prime, often demanding changes in goal. The people online were flaming Williams the most, especially after our 2-0 defeat from Mexico.
Skipper, tough one out there. Just maybe talk me through the 90 minutes. Looked a couple of errors as well, just cost you when you seemed like you were settling and a bit calmer.
Yeah, obviously we didn't want to concede, in the first 20 minutes. And that's exactly what happened. We wanted to settle the nerves, the anxiety, and obviously they at this level.
We came in with a defensive lineup and we couldn't even defend.
If you make a mistake, they'll punish you.
I mean, there's a number of reasons why this happened. Williams is the captain of the South African team, and many people felt as though Bafana Bafana was a bit laid back when it came to their defense. You see, as the skipper of the team who helped end a long World Cup qualification drought, he symbolized the team pretty much. But frustration with the other side's cautious start in the opener spilled over into personal attacks, including for some former professionals. Williams definitely noted how much such criticisms hurt from people who understand the game's demand.
Because like I've mentioned, I've been attacked, obviously my country as well, for things that are going on back home. If you lose a game and you don't perform, you can take it as players. You can put your hand up. But when there's false information that goes around, then it hurts.
Williams was definitely pushing back against the attackers. I mean, there would even be another case where a fake quote was attributed to him about African fans supporting Mexico, and that would obviously spread all over the internet. And I mean, if you combine this with broader backlash tied to South Africa's domestic politics and also anti-immigrant sentiments, well, this would obviously lead to abuse from both local and continental fans questioning his loyalty. And it seems like for the final match where Bafana Bafana was ultimately eliminated, it would...
You questioning his loyalty because he wants to focus on the World Cup and not pay attention at things at home. Gents, he's supposed to be focusing on the World Cup and doing his best for the country. Like, I don't get the logic, bro. Like, people that are pushing this, I don't get the logic, bro.
only get worse, not only online but also on the pitch, as many would be heard booing whenever Williams got the ball in Canada's side, clearly showing how much they dislike this goalkeeper and pretty much how Bafana Bafana was handling the match overall. However, while Williams was pretty much receiving the worst of what the media and critics had to offer, there were a number of players who were seemingly receiving the best, and this would take some of their careers to the next level. This video is sponsored by Pocket Broker. So for all of those who have wanted to start trading, maybe you're already a trader, definitely click the link in the description and hey, give Pocket Broker a Mafia gang. You see, let's get back to the video. The first one being Urilibohile Mafia gang. You see, the exciting young attacking talent was pretty much
Mafia gang. Mafia gang. Mafetu magahambe.
loved by everyone for his raw pace, his dribbling flair, and also fearlessness and his ability to produce moments of magic on the field. If there was anybody the South Africans trusted, especially to bring some fire to the game, it was definitely Umofokeng. You see, despite him being on the bench for the Mexico loss, he was eventually put on the team against Czechia and he immediately made a difference with his speed and clever.
Okay, when you talk about how Mofokeng looked like a kid, bro, like, okay, I understand, like, he's still young, but he's an adult. Ejo, like, ninkari ngwana jo ka kamara batho ba baholo jo mfana. Like, ejo, like, you know when your younger brother is is playing with you guys and your friends, wabo, and he's good at football, or that one kid that always gets chosen by the older people to play with them. Yeah, it felt like that. Yo.
Passes. However, if many people thought this was the end, they pretty much had no idea what this guy was about to do. Because in the important win that South Africa secured over South Korea, Bafana Bafana would quickly be sent to the knockout stage. And one of the names many people were talking about at this time was none other than Mofokeng. Because his star on the stage shone brightly. He created many chances in the goal and he played with a fearless energy that many people were clearly saying was lacking from South Africa's attack. When he came on the pitch, he made a clear difference. And this pretty much made him a darling. Not only
You see, one thing I realize is that Ejo Maseko has this thing, bro, of like Ejo, they crammed him. Like everything, every time he just wants to cut in and Ashapeka left every time. And the thing is, like he doesn't want to use Lentola high, weak footer high, Joe. Agiti, the player that's Joe. Like I usually ask my friends when they don't want to use the other foot. Or I'm went like Lentoleo, or like says like Ela Palamate, Xifela, Kapai, and like Wirala, Wang told. Because Joe, I don't know, I don't remember seeing Maseko. Anza pasaka le ka right jo na pasaka left fela ka pashuta ka left fela jo everything he was doing ke left ke bafethu obvious ba tlo crema and obone ntwena the defenders of South Korea every time he was ta ne ba mono ra mfethu sheba look at this chance
in South Africa but the world at large because there were many European teams that were watching and because one of them would be
even that the guy that was defending him. He wasn't Ntwena going on his right on Maseko's right foot. He was always like on the inside so that he doesn't cut in. Every time, dog, when he was out on the wing, every time. I don't know if you're clock
on the youngster's door.
Here comes the sun, and I said it's alright.
But to me, I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan, yeah. But you can't hate like greatness, Buffet too. You can see greatness in the making. You can see it. And I am a football fan before I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan, personally. And Mofokeng plays good football, boy. Unfortunately, it is what it is, boy. It's the same as like Messi, me being a Messi fan. I'm a football fan before I'm a Messi fan. I only start becoming crazy Messi when these ones have too much to say, but when I see with I Nkuluma Ikaka Pela.
My name is Relebule Mofokeng, known as Rele. I'm 21 years old from South Africa. I play as an attacking midfielder. Firstly, obviously, before a player, you must be a person. I'm a very humble person. I'm a very
Have you all stopped and clocked the fact that how these current players are in our age groups or they're younger than us? Yamal, I'm older than Yamal, Wafit. And this nigga is yo. Wafit, Wafit, never. What do you mean TLP is in my age group? Or could be my age. TLP. Nigga, have you looked at me and you looked at TLP, Wafit? Aye, Wafit. Ganjani. Aye, Wafit. Aye. Rele is also in our age group. Okay, Mfundo, I also know. Echo. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, the young generation is taking over, Wafit. I feel like football is in good hands, low key. And the fact that our players are also going abroad, it's also a good play. Like, we're also in a good space as South Africa football. We just need to improve the way Betway Premiership Batalangate, making VAR link. It should also improve the fella Antoniana or fella a few. And they must learn how to shoot, bro. Hey boy, South African players must learn how to shoot, bro. Yo, it's like niggas are scared to take shots, bro. You niggas need to learn how to shoot. Don't be scared. Shot at it. Yeah, ne.
Happy person and I love people. As a player, I'm a simple player. I'm a listening player. I play very simple football. I don't complicate football because I still have to learn and I'm open for learning. And yeah, I think I just give my all in the field. I think that's what makes me who I am because of the mentality I have, because I push at training, I push at in the matches. I think I'm a hard worker and I'll always work, because if you don't work in football, unfortunately, you won't make it. So I'll give my all to Unyo, and yeah, I'll work every day to make me.
Facts. This is the sad reality. This is the reason why most of Batu Bakukasi Basa Fit. As a Tabayore connection you guys didn't want to work. Most of Majita Babuti so Ejuana no la bolo, we raising Isha Namfanish. Hana got an extended connection. Mufuking yo abu. You must work. Kadala wa fitted connection diaspanam. Diaspan askaika. Ala we sheba pila mariaspan. Ape corruption in Chiju.
A better player and a better person.
Because quickly European teams would look to sign.
Post it, you know. Rejama 1 2 1 2 1 2. Posted my last video of the day, bro. Yeah, let's follow my socials. Ish, bro. Ish, I hope this thing hasn't been lagging, bro. Oh my god, bro. See.
This young talent, and a tweet would recently be posted 4 hours ago that would say, Mr. President is here. You can now buy Mofokeng's shirt on this website. And this tweet would quickly go viral, gaining 23,000 likes. And there would be even more news regarding his recent signing. One saying, yes, Mr. President, Yama 2000 has arrived. Urelebohile Mofokeng joins Royal Union on a 4-year deal. More information is on their website, gaining a shocking 40,000 likes. You would obviously have many South Africans wondering, what does this mean for South African football if one of our talents is leaving us? But many others would quite honestly be happy.
Yo, as a Chiefs fan, me, I'm happy. Yo, I am happy. Minus one problem. Hey, minus one problem. Hey, yo. Plus, Master Chef Asali, yo, minus another problem. Yo. But Tito number 10 Tito easy. Ish Tito mnate Mare minus one problem. I mean, one name is really was a problem, but yeah, it was a problem. You. Hey, yeah. Long term, minus one problem. Mare, in terms of like what he's doing for the country, me, I'm happy for him. Hey, Pirates fans they were sad, boy. They were sad. Introduce that mfana ningarengatse mfana yo kenzo blow me actually status the Pirates fan the story nigga so
happy that Mofokeng is finding greener pastures overseas, because this is what it's about, especially from a boy who grew up like he did. This has always been the dream, clearly showing that even though South Africa was knocked out quite early because of their performance on the pitch, many teams took notice and many teams would act fast in signing some of these players.
Nah, that's the thing, bro. I saw Pirates came out with a statement saying, I don't know if it was Pirates, allegedly, I don't know, I'm not sure, right? But they were saying that the deal was finalized before the World Cup, but they didn't say anything because, what do you call this? They wanted Mofokeng to actually firstly focus on the World Cup. And then secondly, they wanted the World Cup to even like the story on Tolore. I don't know, bro. Allegedly, I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah.
However, if you thought that was the end, you would have another thing coming, because Umbegazeli Mbogazi would also pretty much shock the entire world with how he plays on the pitch. You see, the 20-year-old would quickly become the defensive rock that pretty much the whole world admired. As the youngest player in the squad, he played every single minute without skipping a game, even in the tough opening loss.
This nigga's the youngest. Buffett, he's the youngest. He's the youngest.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the zone.
To Mexico, many people would still say,
Chad, what do you mean he's the youngest? He's the youngest in the squad. Chad, look at Mufokeng and look at... And then you're gonna tell me Mbogazi is the young. You're gonna tell me Mufokeng is older than him. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
he was Bafana Bafana's best performer. I mean, his tackling, his clearances, and his calm leadership stood out throughout the entire tournament. Because at just 20, Mbogazi played like he's been doing this forever. His strong performance would even make European clubs take notice. And South Africans obviously loved his maturity, his fighting spirit, but also his reliability. With Mbogazi at the back, you pretty much knew that your defense stood some type of chance, especially against these international players. I mean, there would even be some news that Bruce was also talking about a bright future for the boy, with a tweet saying, Bruce tips Mbogazi for big things after his impressive World Cup campaign. The Bafana Bafana coach Hugo Bruce believes Mbogazi is ready to take the next step in his career by moving to one of the world's top leagues following his outstanding performance at the 2026 World Cup. And I mean, I don't know if...
I saw apparently rumors were saying Napoli wants him. I don't know if they got him. I saw Nottingham Forest also wants him. Hey, bruh. Yo. Yeah, he must move from the States, bruh. Because to me, I feel like personally the States are too slow for him, bro. Like personally, I feel like they're too slow for him. This nigga, bro, he can fit into English football. I'm not saying first tier klar, ne? I'm not saying like English Premier League, but you see championship or like for obviously firstly getting used to what England is, but I can see him flourishing also in the Bundesliga. I see him doing that. Syria, without a doubt, bro. What? Because even Syria in China, it's mostly like defensive teams. Like I see him doing it. It's not a crazy shout though. You guys will tell me down in the comments, bro. I forgot there's no chat. So yeah.
Many of you guys believe in fate, but there was an interesting tweet that had something weird to say, because it would say, do you guys remember when a young South African boy ran up to Neymar and also had fun with the Brazil players when they were in South Africa? Well, it turns out it was none other than Mbegazeli Mbogazi, gaining 5,000 likes. However, he wouldn't be the only person to pretty much win the world at large while playing for South Africa, because Uteboho Mokoena would also be on that list, pretty much completing the trio of favorites. You see, the experienced midfielder was pretty much already popular in...
Obvious, Tebza Mafiti was gonna be one of the favorites. Mafiti, he cried Mafiti during the national anthem. Mafiti, are we forgetting that, bro? He shed a tear, bro. Que players chaba, boy. Ha, Mafiti. Obvious, Tebza Mafiti. Ah, Tebza ke Tebza Mafiti. Ay, Tebza Mafiti. Ay. Yo.
South Africa, but he won even more hearts with his big moment. We'll all remember the time when he scored a crucial late penalty against Czechia to earn a vital draw within this match. And he was pretty much out on the pitch breaking South African records, because he tied the record for the most chances created by a South African in a single World Cup game. He also registered an impressive 91 completed passes with over 115 touches in the same match. And he would obviously help South Africa bounce back from an opening 2-0 loss to Mexico, to shock South Korea with 1-0, and eventually reach the World Cup knockout rounds for the first time in our history.
Tell us what it means to score at the World Cup.
Sorry?
Tell us what it means to score at the World Cup. Yeah, I never thought as a kid I'll be here, you know. It's a dream come true. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but I'm proud of the team. We got all the support.
But all of this really goes to show.
But gents, if we're being for real though, this is like almost every boy child's dream, bro. Like representing your country. Besides playing in Europe, dog, representing your country at the World Cup and getting a goal. Wafethu namfana na ayijiga mfana yo alenga utwana na I scored the goal that got us a vital point so that we can qualify. Don't forget, I am one of the reasons why we qualified. First ever in our country. Talk to me with respect. Yo, namfana ke ora re we namfana la ke ora re. Chu anala lona. Chu
show that even though South Africans were ultimately disappointed with where we placed in the World Cup, many people got to see the talent that South Africans produce. Because even though Williams was heavily criticized online, the amount of composure he was able to keep as a captain, making sure that his team qualified to where it did, is quite honestly remarkable. And he doesn't really deserve all the hate he had been getting. And the other people on this list, and even those who weren't mentioned.
Imagine as the captain first, the team is getting hate, so you need to defend them. You getting hate, you need to defend yourself as well. And then you still need to hold your composure so that we're forgetting the power that Williams had. Literally the nigga, if they took a shot and he decided to stand still, if he decides not to dive, it's a goal. Like I don't understand. You see hate that we put on goalkeepers, we keep hating on goalkeepers. Those goalkeepers, they can choose like, you know what, just this game, I let it in, gotta give mistake, and then they're like, it's a mistake. I do another one. Ejo, team inga lose 7-0 or inga lose, maybe they realize ga goal before. Are you guys gonna come back? No. Just because none hita ko that's why I'm not a goalkeeper. As an outfield player, it's different because as an outfield player, you need to shoot and the keeper can still. The fact that he can't use his hands, but Mario, you know what I mean, though.
Mentioned all worked together to bring South Africa the recognition we received during this World Cup, pretty much showing that to us it wasn't too much about lifting the trophy rather than showing the world what we're made of, but most importantly what we're capable of, because some of these players are proof that it doesn't really matter how you start. As long as your heart's within it, then the world will recognize you for it.
You cooking. Now, W video, no cap. We're gonna get into the Jaden Adams one, hey, cause, hey, bruh, I wanna sad as well, bro. But if it, I wanna pimple, I'm not clearly pimple snacks, Joe. I wanna mar. I eat bare the pimples as well, the claggy, I'm not on yak. So, nyaka go pobu, no, before you pop a pimple, cause I get popper, Sanata Value. And then I wanna get shaky because those attention. Boo, speak now or forever hold your truth. How? What the pop, baby, the people. Yeah, and they know it. Shit. I give one. Yo, that thing is hard, bro. And then gotta get crash if it's on feet, no, because it's still fresh. No, speak now, forever hold your peace, please. But yeah, chat.